again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel, and if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading. Please use your own discernment when watching or listening to this reading, and whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. I hope everyone is okay. I hope you're enjoying your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and looking forward to the weekend. And I hope you had a good week. All right. Um, After the reading, please don't forget to check the description box. It's loaded with information. And if you are interested in tarot oracle readings, I'd like to recommend a few readers from my soul tribe. If you're interested in working with crystals, if you want to know more about psychic gifts, okay, there is something there for everyone. All right. And thanks once again to all my viewers, subscribers, supporters, anyone who have supported my channel in any way. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you did in the past, whatever you're about to do now is much appreciated, very much appreciated. Thank you ever so much for your support. I do spiritual enlightenment videos and as well, so please check them out. And I also do healing readings as well, all right, on my channel. So when you have a chance, please just pop over, because I'm sure there is something there for everyone, all right. Because life itself is a healing journey, and we're here to heal, transition, transform, and grow into a better version of ourselves. Okay, it is a healing journey, and it should be all about love as well. All right. So, again, to start off the reading, to keep the frequency and vibration around this reading high, I'm going to be using this deck. Is called Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray, and I'm just going to select one card from this deck. All right, and see what card my spiritual team would like me to select. Okay, and they wanted me to pick this card. It says, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. All right, because the journey itself, okay, um is trying to be our true authentic self. All right, not trying to um copy or trying to be somebody else, to walk in someone else's shoes. All right. um it's also about discovering who we are, our life purpose, okay, what we were called to do. All right. Some of you might already be in your life purpose or your destiny, because that's what destiny is all about, right? Because destination comes from the word destiny, so it's all about that. It's just find out why we were here, who we are, we meant to be, and not trying to walk in someone else's shoes, because we're all unique and we all have our own path to tread as well. Um, and also not trying to be someone, like uh, else, or I should say, trying to please other people, because when we do that, we also lose part of our personal power, and we become then fragmented. That's why I was guided to do inner soul healing. So please check those readings out. I do a monthly reading. Most of the healing readings now I tend to do is more monthly readings. All right. So that could help you if you feel that you in any way are sort of like someone who always speaks, because again, when you do that, that means you're not being your true authentic self. So it's very important, and that we strive to just to be ourselves, really, to be ourselves. All right. Okay, so I just want to just quickly read on this vibe. Okay, so let's So I'll have to just, let's see here. It's page 72. And it also lifts up the us from being overburdened as well. Trying to you know trying to please other people. Okay. Um, as well. So, okay, so it goes on to say here, in the world that needs more truth, one of the greatest gifts we can bring is the owning of our own, owning of our truth. When we hold back from speaking up, we create a shield of energy that can prevent us from being fully seen, understood, and supported. We are not being and living our most authentic self. Today, the universe is reminding you that honesty is the best policy. If there's something that you need to get off your chest, it's time to speak up and be heard. The freedom that will create opportunities to move forward. When you are honest, you create an energy in which the universe can hold you. When you take the first step through sharing, the universe will present the next step through opportunity. When you speak with honesty and certainty, all the doors that have felt closed will begin to open, and the light of your truest self will be revealed to the world. If you have concerns about speaking up or sharing honestly, call in the universe and ask it to show you how. Sometimes the best place to begin is with yourself. Tune in to whatever is on your mind and give yourself the truth you need to hear. The rest will take care of itself. And the vibe of the day is my honesty creates space for more truth in the world. Okay? My honesty creates space for more truth in the world. All right? Okay, now another thing, okay, I just want to remind you that Oracle and Tarot readings is all to do with energy. Okay, some of these energies may not necessarily belong to you, could belong to other people who is around you, or energies within other energies is also timeless and is also non-gender. All right? Okay. Um so before I go through the downloads, all right, I just want to use this deck, this other one, okay, it's Psychic Tarot. um just to see what our spiritual team would like us to to focus on, think about, remember, and consider. Okay, the spiritual angels, what does, oop, just want to jump out. The spiritual angels, what does the collective need to focus on? Oh, okay. I think we've got the best. We've got the best card in the deck so far. Okay, it's on a number 19. But when you add the two numbers, all right, that gives you the number 20. Okay, but then again, it's real oracle readings. You have to remove the zero. That will give you um the number 2 in numerology, which is all to do with balance, duality, okay, so or partnerships. So some of you might be going into partnership. Okay, you could be a life path 2. Um, okay, it says to shine. So basically, what spirit is saying is that don't try and dim your light. Okay, and one of the ways that you could do that is by being a people pleaser. All right, and the sun is all about happiness, positivity, okay, success, vitality, okay, and it could also bring clarity to certain situations as well. Okay, and also help you to have a more positive mindset about yourself. Okay. And also um grabbing any opportunities that might be presented to you right now, okay, in this at this present time. Okay. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what does the collective need to think about at this time? Ooh, okay. Okay, well, this would represent nine of pentacles. So some of you might be quite content. You could be a life path nine. Okay. You could be at the moment a very prosperous, abundant. It doesn't always have to be materially. Okay, it could be spiritually. Okay, and what um uh also spirit wants to say that, and the universe, the divine, the higher power wants to say that they recognize, okay, all the good work that you've done on yourself, okay, as well as for others, okay, and as a result, you could be blessed in many ways. I mean, life itself is the best gift, blessing in itself, all right. But it's just they're just here to tell you thank you for your hard work, for what you do, what your contribution, in the world. All right. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to um, consider? What do they need to consider? No, let me just ask first. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to remember? What do they need to remember besides this? All right. All right, it says reach out. So you could be a life path three. All right. Maybe some of you might need some extra support, even maybe spiritual support. So what the our spiritual team is saying that we are not alone. Okay. um if we need that inner strength, we can always call on them. We can always, I mean, the most important or most popular uh you ritual that you can do is prayer. Okay. Never think that you're alone. There is always help out there. It doesn't matter whatever support that you need right now. You know, you could reach out to your soul tribe, all right? Or even like if maybe you need professional, but you are never alone in any situation, all right? And okay, let's see what um other message, okay? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to consider? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And again, this is very much linked to partnership as well, coming together, connecting, because when we try to manifest things, it's just we have to remember that we are also working in partnership with the universe. Okay. Maybe this represents two of cups. So some of you might be somehow, as I said, like going into new partnerships, maybe connecting to your soul tribe, maybe, or maybe you could be just more in harmony with yourself, because two of cups does represent that as well. Being more balanced, just being more in tune, more harmonious, having that um connection. Because if you notice that there's a man and woman there, and we all embody both masculine and feminine energies. So you could be probably feel very grounded, okay, very at peace, centered at this present time. All right. And if not, we can always reach out to the universe to help us. And you could be a life path too. All right. Okay, yeah, and some of you might be ending ending a cycle, okay, or cycles in your life, because you have this one, it says flow, and this will present the wheel of fortune. Okay, so you might be in your life path at at this present time. This is on number 10. So again, so you've got you could be a life path one, um and also we have this one here, okay, and this is two of wands. Okay, so again we've got another two here. All right, and uh two of wands does talk about choices. Okay, um it's also about setting goals as well, and taking action towards your goals, okay, as well. And maybe you might need to go into partnership in to enable you to do this. And if you have to, then why not? All right, but just make sure that you use your intuition and discernment at all times, okay, so you can make the right decisions, okay, in that respect. All right, so I'm going to try and be quick, okay, going through these downloads, because I did get quite a few. All right, so what my spiritual team is saying, okay, they're advising, that's for some of you, even maybe for the cross watcher, okay, who may need some form of healing, because as I said, this journey is a healing journey. All right, um to they want us to read, that's for some of you, okay, but because if maybe you might be going through a situation, okay, where you are seeking justice in a situation, um what my spiritual team, okay, the ancestors, the divine, okay, is saying that that maybe it would be good to read the book of Zephaniah. Okay, the book of Zephaniah, okay, is a powerful combination of judgment, okay, and hope. All right, so just basically is to have hope, all right, in the divine, in your higher power, that everything will um be okay, all right, and karmic justice will come, because karmic justice has to manifest in the spiritual before it comes down to the physical, as well as all things. All right, and I just forgot to take this. Um, okay, it's something that I wrote, okay, because um, let me just see if I can. Yeah, I just okay, yeah. Okay, and I just wanted to just read something here. Okay, this is something that was said and was taught. Okay, so first of all, this was said by uh the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Okay, he's the current leader of the Nation of Islam. It's Islamic organization that's based in America, and it was founded by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right, and he said something, and I'll never forget these words, okay, because I actually, it was just so powerful and so meaningful. I actually wrote it down, okay, and it's really it's these words, okay, are really based on what was written in the book of Isaiah, okay, that is in the Holy Bible. So both the book of Zephaniah and Isaiah, you can find it um in the Holy Bible as well as the Quran. I'm not sure about the Torah, okay? But again, when it comes to justice, it says here in Isaiah, okay, so something is about justice, and it's written there, it says where the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, he says justice, okay, he says justice stands afar off and equity cannot enter because truth has fallen in the streets, okay. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, okay, who was the founder of the Nation of Islam, said, okay, and this was quoted by the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. It says, when truth fails to bring justice about, truth should always lead us to a just conclusion. But if the forces of evil are so strong, so truth falls in the street and not allowed to bring about justice, then the God of truth and the God of justice must physically remove from power the forces of injustice, and that time has arrived. All right, so some of you, okay, might um or being in a situation where something was done unjustly, and you're hoping that one day that you will receive what is rightly or maybe seeking justice, okay, as I should say. And but everything everything is done in divine timing. Okay, everything is done in divine timing. And the Most High, I call him Allah because I'm a Muslim. He's a very loving God, somebody who is very patient. Okay, and sometimes the reason for this is because he tries to give those people who have done you wrong, give them an opportunity, okay, to change their ways. All right, to maybe if they did something which is ill-willed, to make them realize, reflect on what they did, come clean, and seek the appropriate help they need. All right, before the Most High actually calls judgment on the situation, okay, before divine intervention. All right, and unfortunately, sometimes in those cases, spell work, okay, dark arts is normally done. But Allah the Creator, He's a very loving, very forgiving God, and He gives people that opportunity to change their ways. All right, so even though we know what's right and wrong, okay, He still gives us that choice. But it's up to a time, and then He steps in, and that's what divine intervention is all about. All right. So, what our spiritual team is saying is that don't worry, that you know in divine timing, that justice will prevail, justice will come about for you. All right, so don't worry too much about that. Now, some other things, okay, that I've been hearing was the cat is out of the bag. So again, this could be a situation, okay, where there was a lot of truth, or secrets. Sorry, there was a lot of secrets or about a situation, and now this is whatever that was done, okay, in secret or was hidden, is now coming to light. And I also heard these words: the devil is in the details. All right, so it could be a case where somebody did something and they tried to cover their tracks, okay, or it could be something to do with something that was written, and that someone is going to spot something, some discrepancies, and I'm going to question whatever that's written. Okay, and I'm also keep um coming up with this thing, okay, and this thing is to do with Lilo and Stitch. So it could be the case where somebody okay is going to get arrested, and they're going to sort of like grass on other people. All right, but at the same time they don't want to be accountable for what they did. All right, there's also something about stolen identity. Okay, but I think what it is, I think somebody could have stolen somebody else's identity to commit and to cover up a crime. Okay, and it could be something because of to do the underlying motive could be to do with status, also to do with jealousy. Okay, what I've also I keep channeling this song, and it was a song that I heard when I was growing up in the Caribbean. Okay, it's in Creole, but it talks about a police raid. All right. Um, so, and in my mind's eye, okay, I saw when I was meditating, I saw police dog, gloves, black bags. Okay. So it could be a case where there's going to be a police raid, okay, and they're going to find some incriminating evidence. Okay, it could be to do with documents. There could be blood evidence as well. Okay, and they could also um in that read find two documents, okay, that look the same, but there is a slight difference in wording. Okay, it could be to do with a will. Okay, because that's why I heard the words the devil is in the detail. Okay, so and also they could also find some documents claiming an individual has passed away. Okay, and someone could be using this person's identity. Okay, also it could be a case because what came to mind was this movie called The Day of the Jackal, where there's the main character of the film steals the identity of a dead man. Okay. Also, I heard the word salvage. So maybe, whoever is involved in this, maybe they may try to contact you, or I don't know, but this is the word I heard. Okay, there could have been an evil plan that was carried out by a group of people or person about money, and that is going to be or has already been exposed. Also heard the word smiling in your face, wanting to take your place. So there could be like a hidden enemy or foe. It could be someone that you dealt with in the past. Um, Also, what I'm also getting is that there could be somebody that you dealt with in the past. Okay, it could be an ex-partner, a workmate, a family member, or friend, and this person, okay, is they really are and are hoping, could even be praying that you go back, okay, to your old ways. Okay, so maybe you could be somebody who, either you are on a spiritual path, or maybe you are looking after yourself. Maybe whatever you were doing, maybe you were doing things that were not good, and you decided to make a change in your life. But there is somebody, okay, it could be someone that you still connected to, and this person really, really, really wants you to go back to being the old you. All right. This is what was channeled to me. Okay, but life, as I said earlier, is a healing journey. We are meant to heal, transition, transform, and evolve. Okay, and not stay stuck and operate continually in low vibrational energies. It's all about healing our bloodline, all right, our family DNA. Okay, because as we heal ourselves, we also healing our lineage. Okay, and low vibrational energies is very much connected to the south node. So if you have a birth natal chart, or you know anything about it, I do have videos that goes more into detail about the birth natal chart. So please check it out. Low vibrational energies is very much linked to the south node, and we, okay, as individuals, we should be trying to move away from these past life karmic low vibration energies and moving into our north node, which is based on love. All right. And also finally, okay, someone, all right, or a group of people, okay, maybe trying to flee the country, okay, maybe trying to flee the country. It could be one person or a group of people, because they're trying to avoid the an ending or tower here. Okay, um, they could be, or maybe someone in within the group, or this person could be either doing. They could be reading for themselves, doing tarot readings, or they could be going to a reader. Okay, I'm not happy with the messages, or maybe quite shocked. And what um I was actually guided to show this card. Okay, this card, okay, is from the Hoodoo Tarot deck. Okay, and this is the Judgment card. And if you notice the expression of this woman here, like it's almost like she's going for a reading and she's not happy about what answers that were given to her. Okay. Although this person could be doing another form of divination, I think that's the casting of bones. But if you see how she's got her hand over her mouth, it's like she's shocked, okay, about what messages are coming out. So I think somebody or a group of people could be in this sort of situation or this energy. I don't know. Okay, and another thing, another card that my spiritual team wanted to show is this one, because I did see this trickster spirit Loki when I was meditating. Okay, and I didn't really, I didn't get clarification until this morning, but it was to do, like that some people, okay, could have been using like trickster spirits, or I don't know, or maybe doing some form of dark arts, and whatever it is that it just led them into a trap, okay. Because there are trickster spirits that work for the dark as well as for the light, okay. And you know good will always prevail over evil. All right. So they wanted me to to show these cards here. All right. Okay. So I was guided to check on the energies. All right, around um the collective. All right. I was guided to use this deck. It's called Gypsy Witch. Okay, it's a fortune telling deck. Okay, so I'm going to be selecting three main cards, all right, um, and some other cards, okay, as well, all right, um, to help clarify the three main cards, and then I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch and some other decks as well, all right. So let's see what comes out. Spirit or angels, what is the collective other current energy? Okay, so we've got number 34. Okay, this is two of um spades. Spades is to do with swords, okay, in traditional tarot. Okay, and it's on number 34. It says the star ensures success in all enterprises when near, when very distant, some unlucky events. Okay. Let me just put that on. So let's see what comes out, okay? What energies around the collect at this time? Okay, so we've got Four of Hearts, which represents Four of Cups. So number 70 says the fish is the emblem of riches um, through stocks, but if distant, it foretells failure and disaster. Okay, right. And then we've got this is eight of um diamonds, okay. And diamonds does represent pentacles. It says that so number 44, it says the broken glass foretells ill luck for long years near, but if distance, death of a friend. Okay. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we've got here at the top of the deck, okay, um we've got Six of Hearts. Normally this would be hearts represents cups, okay. It's on number 3. It says the house denotes success in all ventures if present condition is unpleasant. The future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts marriage. Okay. And the one at the bottom, okay, is we've got King of Diamonds, or known or King of Pentacles, and it's on number 15. Okay, it says the letter is a sign of good tidings when near, and when touching indicates unexpected good fortune. Okay, I should take another. All right, so we'll go with these so far. Okay, we'll go for with these. Now these energies, all right, whatever that's messages that's going to come out, okay. And as I said, these readings is all to do with energy, all right. So whatever comes out, please take what resonates and leave the rest, all right. Um, and I said, might not be your story. These energies could belong to, could be what's happening within is within well, sorry, these energies could belong to either or what is happening, okay, whatever messages that's coming out. It could be to do with one person or connected to a group of people here, okay. um so it could be to do with this, whatever message. It could be, okay, relating to a person, and it could, from what I'm picking up here, it could be to do with somebody that you were connected to in the past, okay. Yeah, maybe whoever you were dealing with in the past, okay, they could be um experiencing bad luck, because it does say here, okay, the site says the star ensures success in all enterprises when near, when very distant, some unlucky events, okay. And then at the end here, you got here the broken glass foretells ill luck for long years, if near, but if distance, death of a friend. Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay. And these two speckles you do have here. Well, I mean, you got this one here. Okay. It says the house denotes success in all ventures. A present condition is unpleasant. Future will be happy and prosperous, also predicts marriage. And then you got this one, okay, which represents in traditional tarot the King of Pentacles. Um, number 15, the letter is sign of good tidings when near, and when touching indicates unexpected good fortune. Now, what I'm getting here, okay, it could be that you could have been in a partnership, okay, with somebody who embodies the King of Pentacles, okay, um, and maybe something happened, okay, because you do have the house here, all right. So maybe there was a case where things didn't work out, or it could be a case where this person left you for somebody else, and now this person is experiencing some form of misfortune, okay, and you may receive some form of contact or letter from this person, okay. But from what I'm seeing, this could be somebody, as I said, from the past, because hearts represent cups, and Six of Cups is to do with past energy. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch to clarify these cards. All right. And whatever messages I got, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. It could be a case where you were dealing with somebody that wasn't honest. Okay. So let me just, all right, let's start. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Ooh. Okay, so we've got Four of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, we've got Seven of Cups, the Empress. So you could be in this Empress energy, the Hermit, King of Pentacles. Okay, I hope I'm not putting. Okay, so we got Four of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Cups, the Empress, Hermit, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Okay, Judgment, the Sun. Okay, okay. I'll also take these two as well. So we've got King of Swords. Okay, and Five of Swords. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, as I said before, so you could embody this energy, the Empress energy, and even if you are a man watching this, that doesn't necessarily, because we all embody both masculine and feminine energies, all right? So what I'm seeing here, okay, and you could have been dealing with somebody who embodies the King of Pentacles energy, as well as somebody who embodies the King of Swords energy. You could embody that as well. But what I'm seeing here, all right, that it seems that this person could have done something. It could be something relating to money, okay, because you do have this Four of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles can represent somebody who is quite selfish, greedy, okay. And again, you got Two of Pentacles here as well, all right. It could be to do with it could either be to do with love, relationship or marriage, or it could also be to do with a business partnership, okay. And maybe you was somebody, because the Empress does embody somebody who is a leader, somebody who could also own a business as well, okay. And you could have been in partnership with this person who embodies the King of Pentacles, okay. But maybe there was no balance in this situation, or maybe they did something um that wasn't pleasing, wasn't pleasant. Maybe they were quite sneaky, okay. Maybe they created a lot of illusions around something, um because they wanted to have to one up in regards to a situation, all right. And as a result, you could have ended this relationship, because you got Six of Swords here. That means moving away, as well as you got Eight of Cups, which is on top of the deck, all right. Got Eight of Cups here, um and because you walked away from this situation, it's left someone stuck, okay. Or I should say, by you walking away, okay, it created a tower, and this person that you're dealing with now feels stuck in a situation, okay. They could be reflecting on what they did, okay. Or maybe they, sort of now come to terms that whatever they basically they blew it, okay. Basically they missed a good opportunity with you, all right. This person, okay, um could have been your, as I said, you could have been married to this person, because you got the Emperor here, all right. So this could have been your counterpart, okay. You and this person could have had some form of a business. Okay. Um, um, all right. You could be somebody who is quite creative because we're all spiritual magicians. Or this person you were dealing with could be, like someone who did spell work that created illusions regarding a situation. Okay, and maybe you received clarity, or because you got the sun here, and the sun does energy is all about clarity, and now this person feels stuck. It could be because of what they try to, because you got the king of swords, so maybe they embodied the king of swords, and king of swords energy is someone who is quite impulsive. Okay, you know because the shadow side of the king of swords is somebody who's quite arrogant, quite manipulative, okay, and also somebody who is very judgmental, okay, and again, they could have done some form of spell work um by creating illusions, okay, and as a result, you moved away and create cause um judgment, okay, is taking place right now. Karmic justice is taking place right now. Okay, and that's created a tower. Now this person feels stuck. Okay, and again, it could be by mixing this home. It could be to do it for business as well. This could represent a business. Okay, okay, or maybe you received a letter when you was in partnership with this person, what they were up to, and that's why you moved away. Let me just use this one situation. Anyways, what is the situation? Oh, okay, let me use this one, broken, and see what comes out. So let me just see. I'm going to be using this one and see what comes out, okay? Holy Spirit, please clarify. Two of spades, two of spades. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Yeah, you could have been dealing with somebody who was self absorbed, okay, somebody who just thought about themselves. Okay, you could also, this could have been a toxic connection, okay, in this situation. um it says here opposites attract, lessons not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs, but it could be to do with that you and this other person probably had different um ethics, okay, when it comes to business. All right, there could have been a lot of conflict. It says conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. So maybe there was a case where this person just wasn't seeing your point of view. There was probably a lot of arguments in this situation, okay. Okay, this person that you were dealing with, okay, they could have had they could have had outdated thinking, conditioning, okay, all right, and you probably moved away, and since you've cut ties, because it says cutting ties, moving on, you probably are more at peace, okay, you're probably happy, and also happy that you made the right decision, okay, because you could have as I said, receive clarity because the sun card was on the table about this person, and just realized that this person, was just cared about their self, and you've actually, by moving away, you had time to heal regarding this situation. Okay, and maybe they may want to now come back and work things out with you. Okay, because it does say expressing love, messages of love, thinking about you. So maybe, even, I know it says love, but it doesn't always have to be that. Okay, it could be, as I said, you could have had a business, this person could have, you could have be married, sorry, this to this person. All right, or it could just be just like a platonic work relationship here. Okay, and maybe they might want to uh rebuild whatever you had with them. Okay, um but with the clock here, it says the needing time cycles. So I believe that, the you might have ended a cycle with this person. Okay. So let me clarify um the second card. All right, Four of Hearts. And by me seeing the just looking at the uh Two of Spades, and spades represent swords. So, from what I'm seeing here, this looks to me like some form of it could either have been as I said, a marriage, or it could be a business situation here. Okay, a partnership. All right. Holy Spirit, please clarify Four of Hearts, Four of Hearts. Holy Spirit, please clarify Four of Hearts. Okay. So we've got here we've got Six of Cups. Mhm. We've got Ten of Cups, the Fool. Mhm. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Chariot, the Devil. We've got Five of Pentacles, the Death card. Let's see what's underneath this. Ten of Wands. Okay. Okay, I'll take these two. Um, Three of Swords. Okay. Okay, and Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay, so again, what I'm seeing here, right? This definitely was something that happened in the past. Okay, although I mean, as I said earlier, that tarot oracle readings are timeless. Okay, so this could have happened in the past, most likely. Okay, because it got Six of Cups here, but it could also be something that's happening now, or could happen in the near distant future. Just take the energy as it resonates. Okay, and again, this could have been you know, sort of, as I said, you could have been married or had a family with this person, because you got Ten of Cups here, okay, because this does represent the family card, okay, and again, you could have, as I said, had a business with this person, or you probably went into business with this person. You could have invested a lot of time, into this whatever it is that you had going, because you got Seven of Pentacles there. Um, could have invested a lot of money as well. Okay, and again you got Three of Pentacles. So that does sort of like relate to some form of collaboration, work relationship or partnership here. Okay, and but someone okay, was deceptive, okay, in this situation. Okay, they could have acted well, probably, as I said, quite greedy, because you got the devil, the devil um card. Okay, it does the does talk about egotism. All right, it talks about materialism, it talks about you know greed as well. Okay, um and basically they, you could have found out that this person, okay, was really, wanted to do this. They were determined, okay, to do what they did, or they just didn't lack devotion. Okay, they didn't but they were also embodying devilish energies. All right, they just wanted to basically they wanted, as I said, to have a one up on whatever it is that you two had together. Okay, and since you moved away, okay, because you got the death card. The death card talks about endings. All right, it talks about ending. All right, and this person, maybe at one point you could have been in this end, but but for some, I just have this strong is inclination, sorry, that this person probably is now in this situation, this Five of Pentacles uh situation here. um and obviously they could be experiencing some form of loss. They could probably feel now heartbroken because you moved away, and feel somehow overly burdened, okay, because you brought an end to this situation. And I'm just maybe hoping, maybe they realize, because you have the hang man card, okay, which does talk about seeing things from a higher perspective, also reflecting, and maybe they've realized that they were fool, okay, or they acted foolish in whatever they did. Okay, and you could also be embodying the queen of, you could be in this energy, the Queen of Swords energy. Okay, so you could find out that that whatever this person was doing was very, this person was quite deceptive. Okay, and you know they weren't honest. Maybe this is the reason why this card came out. Okay, that's the one that my spiritual team wanted me to say. It says honesty is the best policy. Maybe this person was not honest in this situation, and they did it out of greed. Okay, and you realize, and you just cut ties with this individual. Okay, maybe since you moved away, or you from this partnership, maybe now, or you might receive some form of communication that this person is could be experiencing some type of loss. Okay, maybe this is what this letter is, or this message is all about. Okay, and as I said, you could have been married or had a business, because this is why you see this building here. Okay, let me get from the so let me just clarify for all. Angels, please clarify for hearts. Please clarify for hearts. I think probably since you probably embody the feminine energy, okay, which is the Empress energy, somebody who's quite gentle, nurturing, very mothering, okay. Since you moved away, okay, this person probably has hit rock bottom. Maybe that's what the message is going to be about, because it says a drowning over your head, over extended rock bottom, okay. Mm, yeah, this person could be could be reflecting and realizing that they made some bad decisions. Okay, all right. Um, and this person could now feeling somewhat somehow hopeless. They could be experiencing loss. As I said, could be quite depressed. Okay, about what they did, and they could be hoping um that you'd give them a second chance, because there's wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. But you could have been dealing with somebody who is a narcissist, somebody who is egotistical, and opportunities. Okay, all right. And maybe since you moved away, okay, by blocking this person, you probably now taking up another opportunity, or maybe you now are in partnership with somebody new, okay, and also quite successful, okay, in whatever you're doing now, okay, and healed from this situation, okay. Let me just get another deck and see. Let me use. Let me just put this a bit. Oh, not this one. Let me just use another deck and see what else I can get from this. Use this one. Oh, you know what? Let me use the panther. I think the panther is a good one because you can tell me clarify things. Yeah. As I said earlier, you could have had a family with this person, okay? And since you moved away, this person is experiencing some form of loss, okay? Maybe they were very deceptive in the past because they wanted to win at all costs, okay? That's why they were deceptive, okay? And now maybe they want to come in with an apology, okay? That they are sorry for what they did, okay? Yeah, they could be somehow feeling very quite um burdened, okay, about the decision they made, okay, but and could be sort of reminiscing, okay, what they had with you, okay, yeah. But what I'm seeing here, it could be a case, it could be something to do with money here, all right. And as I said that, I mean, it looks to me that you did have a um from what the messages that's coming there, it could be, as I said, to do with a business partnership here. Okay. Yeah, this person could have been quite indulgent, quite greedy, and maybe they're hoping, maybe there was a lot of conflict in the past, but now they probably want to apologize and now want to compromise, okay, to reach some form of agreement or to reconcile um, you know, your differences, okay? But you need to use your intuition um and discernment at all times, okay? Because um this person could, could cause more problems, all right? If you were to go back into partnership with this person, okay? Because as I said, you could be, maybe you were married once, you were also married to this person, or were romantically involved with this person, um and just be on your guard, because this person could probably also planning to rob you as well, okay? So just make sure that you use your intuition and discernment at all times, okay? Um, okay, so let me clarify number 44, okay? 8 of diamonds, okay? Definitely, this person is experiencing some type of loss here, okay? Because the fish, okay, the fish, in spiritual terms, okay, it does represent fortune, okay, money, to give money, all right? Just clarify. Okay, so we've got 2 of swords. Let's clarify 8 of hmm, we've got judgment here. So we've got 2 of swords, judgment. Okay. Again, we've got King of Swords, 7 of Cups, the Sun, 2 of Cups, King of Wands, the Magician, Emperor, Hangman, mhm, King of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Mhm. We've got Knight of Wands here. Okay. Page of Cups, 7 of Wands. Okay. 5 of Cups and Page of Swords. All right. Mhm. Okay, so again, this is a continuation, okay, of whatever messages that came out earlier, all right, where again, this person made a wrong choice, okay, um okay, um as I said before, okay, so this person you could have been married to this person, because you got the Emperor here, and this person did some form of manipulation, and they could have used spell work to create illusions. As again, you got 2 of Cups, so this was some type of partnership. Okay, whatever they wanted to do, they wanted to win at all costs. Okay, you could embody the Queen of Cups energy, all right, and realize that this person could have also be somebody who was quite um unfaithful, because you got Knight of Wands here, and you also have King of Wands here. All right, and King of Wands energy, the shadow side. There's a good side to the King of Wands, right? The energy. So somebody who is quite um successful, could be a good leader, somebody who is very confident, okay, within themselves. But they could also be somebody, if they embody the shadow side, could be somebody quite vicious, somebody's quite impulsive, and somebody's quite demanding as well. Okay, and definitely you got the sun again here on the table. So this person tried to created a lot of illusions, okay, and it could be a case where this person, all right, was again um quite deceptive here, okay, and you were enlightened about what their plan was, okay. Maybe they may want to come back, but you got 7 of Wands here, so you probably quite at the moment standing your ground, quite defensive of this person. You could have blocked communication with this person, all right. um Now this person may have tried to contact you in the past because you got the Page of Cups, or maybe in the past, okay, what they offered you was sort of like a dodgy cup of love here, okay. And once again, you could have, most likely you moved away from um this person, because obviously whatever they did it, they were quite like willing to do this, quite impulsive, because again you got King of Swords here, and you could have just moved away from this person, um and could have healed or still healing from this situation, because you got 6 of Swords here, the Star, and you got 8 of Cups. So this could be most likely you know past energy here, okay, or maybe that's something that's you're going through now, okay. And this person again is in this energy, the 5 of Cups energy. Now they're probably reflecting in regret. Now again, one thing with these things, okay, especially when it comes to these type of readings, I just want to just again emphasize, okay, that you could have been dealing with a divine partner, but you and this person had to separate, go through this sort of like dark night of the soul, especially if you're on a spiritual path, okay, and you are on a spiritual journey, okay. um but you have to use your intuition, pay attention to the red flags, signs, signals, synchronicities, um okay. And maybe because with the twin flame and soulmates, okay, it's all to do with that way you split and then you come back together, okay. But you have to use your intuition and use discernment. If you're not sure, go within, pray, all right, and so that you can make the right decision. But it looks to me that you could eventually receive some form of a message, okay, from this person, because you got Page of Swords here, okay. And this is very much you know it again, it sort of verifies, okay, this card here, where it says here, it talks about the letter here. And um you could be dealing with somebody who also embodies the King of Pentacles, because obviously the King of Pentacles card did come out here, all right. Yeah, they might want to come in to balance something um out with you, but just use your intuition here, okay, at all times. Okay, let me just use some other uh cards to just clarify. Okay, let's see what this one has to say. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to be using this one to see what comes out. Okay, this one is okay, see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can you please clarify Eight of Diamonds, please? Clarify Eight of Diamonds, please. Yeah. So again, okay, this person um maybe okay, there was a case where there was again dishonesty here. Okay. It could be a case where there was also not only to do with money but also to do with love. All right. This person could probably still be very still indecisive. All right. It could be also that they probably just went into this partnership because of ego, because it says a show off, needs to prove themselves, insecure, exhibitionist. Okay. All right. This person okay, could have gone into this partnership because um of money, because it says gold digger, in it for what they can get, money hungry, self-serving. So you were probably dealing with a self-absorbed person. um okay, this person, maybe there was a lot of conflict here where uh this person was quite condescending, quite preachy, wanted to be right all the time, and also somebody who is not committed, because it says someone is not committed in, and both you and this person could have been incompatible, and there could have been a lot of conflict. All right, and this person could again be because you had the devil card here, so this person could have embodied very devilish energies, because it says devilish trouble follows them around, tempting addictive charm. Okay, and as a result, okay, they, as I said, there could have been an ending here. Okay, you could have walked away, and also this walked away from this person, ended this relationship, and this person could as well, because you were fed up with their controlling ways. Okay, because it says they're controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous lover. Okay. Just see. Mm, what is this one? Okay. Please clarify Eight of Diamonds, Eight of Diamonds. It's really just okay. So yeah, so maybe, as you know, because the Page of Swords was on the table, okay, as well as this card. So it could be that, you know, they may want to express, okay, or they want to tell you something. Okay, this person, as I said, could have been somebody, they could be now all in their feelings, or um, now wanting to apologize about their behavior. But you could be also dealing with somebody who is an emotional manipulator. Okay, you could have found evidence, okay, about this person's deception, because it says caught, finding evidence, getting caught cheating. Okay, so this person could have had somebody on the side. Okay, you could be in a new relationship, okay, or maybe starting something new, or maybe you found out this person had a secret partner, and this person, um whoever they were with, or you know, being were cheating, um they are on, okay, they, this person is now expecting, you could have kicked this person to the curb, but whoever you are dealing with, this person was probably had outdated beliefs. Okay, it could even be something, their attitudes towards money. And this person, as I said, you need to use your intuition and discernment at all times, because this person could still be keeping a secret from you. Okay. Okay, so let me just see what else. Okay, so let's see what I'm going to be using another deck, all right, to see what advice um spirit have for us. It could be regarding this situation. Okay. Okay, so let's see. This one wants. Okay, so I'm gonna, yeah, I was going to take these two. Okay, so we've got, okay, one, this is messages from Jesus. Okay, okay, it says here, acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. Okay, and then this one is from Isis. Okay, she's a divine feminine, and also a goddess. It says, reclaiming magic, call back your power and what is rightfully yours. Okay. Okay, so let me just read on. Okay, so the message here, it says here, when this card appears, you are being invited to tune into the energy of service. Service is showing up with a generous heart and sharing your gifts in a way that can help the expansion of the world. It's important not to confuse the energy of service with charity, for these are two different energies. And when you serve, it is okay for your gifts, talents, and service to be honored in an energetic exchange. Today, the light of heaven is encouraging you to recognize that you deserve to be honored for the talents you share. Jesus is here to help you move beyond any old ideas that have to give until you are empty. You aren't here to live empty or half full. The divine plan is for you to enjoy fulfillment and abundance. Instead of asking the universe or God to use you, ask to be guided to serve in a way that also serves you. When you are full and overflowing, you have more energy and resources to share with others. So it's all about, just not just pouring a lot of love and energy into other people, but also pouring, in fact, pouring the same type of energy and love to ourselves, because the journey should be about balance. Okay, and if you are in a situation, okay, as I said, this could be a past situation, and where you're giving more energy, love, attention to this situation than and to this person than the other, and it wasn't sort of like given to you in return, then what's the point? Okay, so this is the advice what Jesus is um, giving out here. And let me just read on. Let's see. Okay, so the message from Mother Isis. Okay, it says, it's time to be your whole self. The parts of yourself that have had to be left behind are now ready to return. This is a time to stop playing small and step back into your greatness. If you feel something or someone has pushed you away from your most authentic self, the power of magic is guiding you to take the reins back into your own hands. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from being who you were born to be. Let your voice be heard, let your gifts be seen, let your power be revealed. If you feel that you have lost or forgotten parts of yourself due to situations beyond your control, know that these fragments are not lost, but waiting to be reclaimed. Call back all the fragments of your innocence, gifts, talents, vulnerability, heart, and anything else that might be out there in the universe. This is a powerful moment of spiritual awakening, and the world is here to be your witness. Welcome home to yourself. Okay, so this is a strong advice here from Isis, and again, is very much linked to whatever messages that came out regarding this situation. Um, okay, let's see. I'm gonna just let me just use this deck, which is wisdom, and see what comes out. Okay. Let's see what comes out here. What else? Respect. Yeah. Okay, is this person, okay, that you are dealing with the past, okay, they could still be, as I said, hiding secrets, okay, they could be, again, still doing some form of spell work, okay, or hiding something from you, okay, um, all right, also, what spirit is also saying, okay, that some of us might need to do some form of grounding, okay, in order to, like, sort of be more balanced, okay, because it's all about balancing uh, work with play. Work, there should be a balance between work and play, all right. And again, to remember your worth, make sure that if you were to take this person back, in fact, use your intuition and discernment at all time, because when you are dealing, if you are in a relationship that you this person needs to respect you, okay, as much as you respect this person also needs to respect you in return, okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see what ooh, what spirits, animals, okay, our spiritual team would like us to work with. Okay, so we've got here panda, and the first card on the deck, okay, it says boundaries. It says here, your space is secret. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. Okay, let's see what else. So we've got the panda. Okay, so again, we need to create healthy boundaries. Make sure we create healthy boundaries. Okay, and remove people that no longer serve a higher purpose. Okay, but as I said, this could be your divine partner, but you just have to go within and use your intuition at all times. What spirit animal? Okay, so we've got fox, opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. All right, so again, if you are in a situation, You could be dealing with this now with this person is not making you happy. This person is greedy, and you know, in some cases, this person could be where using spell. It's probably time to uh you know, to move away from this person. Okay, and also let's see what else. Holy Spirit of angels. What else is it collecting to know? Okay, it says that the antelope. It says decisive action. You are being told unequivocally, I hope I pronounce this right, that it's time to get moving, set your intentions, and take actions towards making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. Okay, that's if you are in this situation. And horse freedom, it says you must break out of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or put on you by other people or society. Break free and run faster towards your dreams. Okay. Let's see what ooh, I wanted to pull. I just wanted to. That's what you have the Okay, so we've got 1717. It says drama alert. It says take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be in lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. You got 4444, blessings in disguise. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, something may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Okay, you got 0505, unexpected shift. It says, hey, oh, hey. This number serves as a gentle nudge to persuade whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arm, your dream job, or abroad, etc. All right, and then I'm gonna take um these ones here. Okay, I was going to take this one. We've got 333, which talks about support. It says, seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination, unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. 222, this also means, okay, to choose wisely. It's alignment. It says, how do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests. If it's piqued by something, following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. And 111, okay, that means that this is a confirmation that you're on the right path. It says, time to implement long cherished ideas. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Okay, because earlier in the reading we did come across some cards that talked about partnerships, alliances. Okay. um all right, so I hope whatever messages that came out is going to give you some form of will give you clarity into your personal situation, or maybe it might not be yours. Okay, because we are on different timelines. Okay, and it might not be to do with you, it could be to do with people that you're associated with. Okay, or energies within other energies, because these readings are energy readings. Okay, and it's timeless, and it's also non-gender. Please don't forget to check the description box. um Thanks once again to all my viewers, my supporters, anyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you ever so much for taking the time out. Please check my other videos on my channel. I do healing readings, as I said earlier, and spiritual enlightenment videos that can help you as you go along your journey. And once again, if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend. See you next time, and goodbye.